you very much for your time. Narrate to us what really happened.
Good evening, Sammy, and thank you for having me. So, it was during last night when fishermen had gone on a fishing expedition along the uh, eastern part of the ocean when this particular incident occurred. So, according to the fishermen, they saw quite a number of boats which they cannot really give a specific number approaching them. And these canoes had on board some men. According to them, they were approached and asked to dismantle their outboard motors and then hand it over to them. According to the firemen, and according to the fisher folks, they also saw the men pulling out some weapons. These are guns, and then pointing it at them that if they failed to give them their outboard motors, they were going to shoot at them. So they were left with no option but to remove the outboard motors and then hand it over to them. Now, when the men took away the outboard motors, they were left stranded on the sea because there were no means for them to be able to get access to any form of mobility and then return back to shore. So the whole of last night through to this afternoon, it's only been a search and rescue activity for officers from the Ghana Navy, Marine Police, and then NADMO, as well as some dedicated local folks from Senya Breku in trying to look for these very people. And let me mention that officially, the 71 people who were robbed at sea have all been successfully rescued. 47 of them were rescued and then brought to the Senya Breku landing bridge, while the remainder were also rescued in Tema. And so this is the latest information we can offer. We've had all the 71 victims rescued and successfully brought to shore. Let me also add that out of the 47 victims that were brought to Senya Breku, 3 of them were minors. They were below the age of 16.
Kwesi, you said this happened last night. What time specifically are we talking about?
So, according to the time given us by the victims, the entire robbery incident occurred between the hours of 20 GMT and then 23 GMT. So that is around 8 and then 11 p.m. Now, it became very difficult for the victims to establish contact on land because the network reception on sea was quite poor. So for the people in Senya Breku, it was fortunate on their part because one of the canoes actually tried and then managed to escape the robbery incident. So they came back to the community to report that this was what had happened on sea. And just when community members as well as security officers were trying to embark on a search, a phone call came through from the victims on sea. So it became quite easier for the search party to be able to locate the fishermen, leading to their successful rescue.
We are told that this was carried out by robbers. Have the police given you any information as to arrest who these robbers are, if they are Ghanaians or not Ghanaians? Have you had any information in respect of this?
So officially, the Ghana Police Service or the Marine Department of the Police Service has not offered any official information, even though the Director General of the Marine Department of the Ghana Police Service was available at the Senya Breku beach. So what we have gathered from the victims is that the people who attacked them, that is the robbers, they were in mass, they were wielding firearms. They cannot give a specific number of the robbers. Neither can they give a specific number of the canoes that were used by these robbers. But what they are able to tell us is that these robbers were speaking no other language but speaking, which is broken English. And so from the accent, they suspect that they may be foreigners, not Ghanaians. But what they are asking for is for the government to put in place adequate security measures to ensure the safety and security of fishermen while they go on expeditions at sea. Now, let me also mention that this incident has really sparked some sort of fear among fishermen in this particular area, because we did engage the Central Regional Chairman for the Canoe Fishermen Association of Ghana, and then what he told us is that recently, or in some time past, they got to witness patrol activities of personnel from the Navy as well as the Marine Police, but now they are not witnessing those things, and so they say that might have given the robbers that kind of urge to perpetrate this particular act in the area.
Kwesi, there's 71. Are these the actual number of people who were at sea when the incident happened, or that's the only number they've been able to rescue? Is it a full number?
So the 71 is the actual number of the Ghanaian fishermen who went for the fishing expedition. Because at Senya Breku, we had 6 fishing canoes. These are locally manufactured canoes, safely brought on shore. And then somewhere in Tema, from official records, we also had one of the canoes also docking at Tema. So the actual number of victims or fishermen who were rescued at Senya Breku stand at 47, and then the remainder accounts for the people who docked successfully at Tema. So for now, all search activities have been brought to an end, and then officials have reported that all the people or all victims who encountered this robbery incident at sea have all been rescued.
Kwesi, thank you very much for your time. Akwasi Addo is our Central Regional Correspondent, speaking to us from Senya Breku in the Central Region. Let's go to the other